Hey yo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another Planet Coaster video. Today we're looking at the top 5 dueling coasters from the advanced builder bracket of the dueling coaster contest. This bracket had a total of 16 submissions, and today we are looking at the top 5 who rose to the top of this bracket. So stay tuned and let's check it out. All right, welcome back, everyone. Hope you're all doing great today. If you guys are new here, you want to see plenty more Planet Coaster content, please smash that subscribe button. We are on the road to 100K, and we could use your help. I really do appreciate every one of you, and we will have more daily Planet Coaster content and great things in the future, so be sure to subscribe and don't miss a moment of what's to come. But today we have 5 amazing creations to look at from a very competitive contest, so let's get right on into that. With the 5th place honorable mention going to Plants vs. Zombies, created by Ben Barbie. A really fun submission here. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare is something that I worked on, so Plants vs. Zombies universe is something that I'm very familiar with, and I think you embodied and captured every aspect of it to a T. And you had the Plants coaster, you had the Zombies coaster, you had amazing boarding stations and competitive dueling boomerangs. In my opinion, it was one of the more fun, playful creations of the contest, and it had a lot of character and personalities between the two coasters. So a strong competitor and a great honorable mention here from Ben Barbie in 5th place. 4th place winner goes to Lycanthrope, created by Strawberry. Now, some people were a little confused because it's supposed to be Lycanthrope, Lycanthrope, or he named it Lycanthrope, and that's a play on his hometown park, Thorpe Park. So if anyone was wondering what was going on there, Strawberry actually intentionally changed the name. But yes, this was a really cool coaster, as it was one of the few Mobius style coasters in the contest where it only actually had one boarding station and used the mechanics of one coaster to create the simulation that it was actually 2 coasters dueling, when in fact it was just one. And then there were different experiences from both the first run and the second run, and the whole idea was you were a regular man on the first coaster, and then nighttime you switched into a lycanthrope and you became a werewolf and hunted the man during the day. So like a really fun way of doing the versus element, but also like a mutation, and it's a fun little bit of storytelling and a really cool concept overall. A great honorable mention here for 4th place by Strawberry. Congratulations on 4th place. And the 3rd place winner goes to Invaded Skylines, created by the Madman. Holy good googly moogly. This ended up being the last submission or the last video of the advanced builder bracket, and it was a way to close out that bracket. My goodness, one of the most detailed, beautiful sci-fi cities I have ever seen in Planet Coaster history, if not the most detailed city I have ever seen. Definitely, I would say the most detailed city I've ever seen. It raised the bar on all things sci-fi. It certainly did. The invasion of alien ships, the scale of things. It was the one creation that I went, man, I wish I could see this and in this game in VR. The views, the depth of everything, if you were looking up and seeing these alien ships, I don't even know how you pieced that stuff together and made it look the way it did. This one had some drawbacks and it had some mishaps in terms of the dueling aspects weren't working correctly for whatever reason, and that was really unfortunate, because if that was actually working the way it should have, I do think this could have probably taken 2nd or 1st place. You can't deny how well the creation was constructed, the amount of detail gone into it, while the other creations below it probably had better dueling elements because they were actually functioning properly and were competitive. Dueling is only one aspect of the overall contest, and it looks to be, by all the people voting, everyone can agree that you did more than enough in terms of your visual eye candy and impressive the scenery and the immersion factor. You did enough where the dueling elements weren't as important anymore. You just went so above and beyond on everything else that it still beat everyone in the contest in this bracket that actually did really competitive dueling coasters. And even your versus elements lacked a little bit. I didn't know what was the difference between one coaster and the other. It wasn't, they weren't any different in theme. So it does go to show that if you can really build a beautiful masterpiece, you know, you can still ignore some of the rules of the contest and get in the top 3. And I think that's completely fair. And so does everybody else. The majority of people thought that it was a fair 3rd place winner. And I definitely agree with that. And I believe this was also my 3rd place pick. quick, we will look at my predictions in just a bit. Madman, I can't wait to see more of you. You certainly are a madman. This creation was absolutely mad. Absolutely mad. It's just something special. So keep doing what you're doing, please, and I cannot wait to see what you do for the next contest. Congratulations on 3rd place. 2nd place winner goes to Pandora by Beartastic. Hooey! This was definitely the most detailed creation in the entire contest by a long shot. I think it was the only creation that my computer ran below 20 FPS. I don't understand how you built all this in 2 months, Beartastic. You built Pandora from Avatar. You literally did. They both offered different experiences. They were both themed differently. You had the humans and then you had the avatars. They were competitive the whole way, and you literally nailed your theme. It had all the spirit of the contest. It had the versus elements. It had the two themes separating themselves, and it had the dueling elements through and through. And then it had just the sheer amount of stuff built into it. Just like Invaded Skylines that got 3rd, you did even more, but you did it in an Avatar theme rather than a sci-fi. Oh, I guess it is sci-fi. Yeah, so you just did even more. And it goes to show again that artwork really does matter, and it can push you right to the top. But I think the reason you scored so much higher than Invaded Skylines, and even competitively, somewhat competitively close with the next the top place winner, it goes to show that you had the dueling elements, the versus theming, the long coasters, the interactive battles, plus your theme. It was the complete package, which made you solidify a strong 2nd place, and you did more things right than the 3rd place winner, which leapfrogged you ahead. So it does go to show that the dueling elements, the picking your theme, making things clear and decisive, definitely important to have the full package, and you definitely had the full package here. But 1st place did edge you out just a bit. Can't deny this one being probably the biggest, most epic creation in the entire contest in terms of sheer scale and amount of stuff you put in there. You built Pandora and you almost caught my computer on fire in the process. No one in this contest has done that. You get a little badge from me for making the most content in any of the creations of this entire contest. So hats off to you, Beartastic, and congratulations on 2nd place in the Advanced Builder bracket. And the 1st place winner of the Advanced Builder bracket goes to Yin and Yang, created by Lay Ole. Wow, this one blew my brain in half, and there were some scary elements that literally gave me chilling moments with the screeching and flashing lights. It was terrifying. It was the first time I got creeped out on a coaster and actually had to look behind me to see if someone was in my room. It was terrifying, but then it was also beautiful and elegant on the other hand. It was the yin and yang, everything that you would expect from a yin and yang coaster. But yin and yang is such a theme where you're like, what does that mean? You nailed the Asian art style, and then you created a story, and you did some amazing stuff with the colors, the camera effects, the dueling elements. Absolutely embodied the entire spirit of the contest. Something versus something, two opposite themes, and the competitive dueling coasters, but you did something just incredible with the artwork, the experience, and the special effects and camera effects. It brought it together as a storytelling experience as well as a dueling coaster and something versus something. You hit it all in the right spots, and I would say it's very competitive, or falls in line with what we saw in the last bracket with Prince of Persia. To me, it's very competitive in that sense, where you have these two opposite things clashing and battling, creating harmony and also fear. And that is really cool when you can create emotions on a coaster experience. That's why I feel like it's similar to the last one that smashed in the previous bracket with Prince of Persia. You created emotion on your coaster, and that is something very rare. And from the looks of things and how many votes you got, everybody could agree that you absolutely dominated out of the 13 or 16 or so creations in the Advanced Builder bracket. Amazing work, Leole, deserving of first place. You took the throne and you deserve it 100%. So congratulations on first place. You will be receiving a Steam game of your choice from the prize pool, as well as Beartastic for second place and Madman for third. With that said, we're going to move over to the score page part of the video, where you guys can get a better look at at everything. So here are the votes. I have hidden all of the emails, so not to worry. We can see how many people voted for what, and we had about 287 votes for this bracket, only 13 less than the last one. We're only on a slow decline, but not much different overall. And me being the first vote at the very top here, my prediction was Ben Barbie for 5th, Lycanthrope for 4th, Invaded Skylines for 3rd, Pandora for 2nd, and Yin and Yang for 1st. So my prediction was exactly the way that it turned out, but I do not have any more. My vote does not count any more than anyone else's. I'm just a pedestrian. I'm just a regular voter at this point, but my prediction was actually spot on for this one. So if I was a judge, and this is what I decide what the winners should be, then it's good to know that everyone agrees with my decisions. But looking at the actual score page, as you can see here, there is some discrepancies. There's a clear first place winner with Yin and Yang, a clear second place winner with Pandora, and a clear third place winner with the Madman. And then there's a nice slow decline from there. So really, you know, dominating first, second, and third. They're all almost the same vote points apart, with a couple hundred votes separating each of them. So we can all sit back and agree that this is the top 3, and it's really good to see that from the votes. They're undeniably first, second, and third, and that's what I felt. I had a little bit harder time deciding on my 5th and 6th, and I decided to go with Lycanthrope and Plants vs. Zombies, and it seems like a lot of you would agree with that. So I do think my top 5 was pretty accurate overall, but you know, when I was trying to decide on the 4th and 5th, there's a lot of these that I thought could have easily fit in there too. But when you get to there, you start, you know, splitting hairs and trying to decide and weigh the pros and cons. But I ultimately decided Lycanthrope and Plants vs. Zombies were my 4th and 5th picks, and you guys seem to agree with that. But look at this, like Yin and Yang and Pandora, you guys are just on the next level when it comes to creating. If you weren't in this bracket, it would look a lot more competitive. So you just blew the competition away, and I feel like throughout this, and as you guys saw from the previous brackets, there are some clear up-and-coming master and legend builders in this community that are just starting to play the game now. And with how many people are voting, how many people are watching the videos, and how many people are participating in this contest, it actually shows that after 3 years of Planet Coaster, our community is actually getting bigger and stronger than ever before, and that is definitely a positive, much needed thing. And with that, we're going to see some new masters and some new legends coming up the ranks, and I have a feeling some people might be leapfrogging from bracket to bracket. So really good stuff. Everybody in this bracket did an amazing job. Loved all the creations. You know, you all have a lot to be proud of. So don't stop there. Keep up the good work, everyone. And congratulations to Leolay, Beartastic, and the Madman. All 3 of you will be receiving Steam games of your choice from the prize pool at the end of the week when we've announced all the winners. That's pretty much it on my thoughts. There's a look at the graph. Shout out to Zayfer for putting this together yet again. And thank you. Shout out to all the viewers for participating in voting, because, you know, we wouldn't have such clear results if it weren't for you guys watching the videos and giving your opinions on what you think deserves to win. So we wouldn't be able to do any of this without the viewers as well as the creators, and we have made quite a wonderful little community here. So if you guys want to be a part of that, join us on Discord. Links are down in the description below, or just hit that subscribe button and keep watching for what we're going to do next with this game here. Boom! We're going to close out the advanced builder bracket here, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video when we go over the experts. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you then. Bye now.